Hi everyone, Sasha here, and welcome to the Spanner Lab, which is just my channel for all this weird stuff I do. I first put together this video. This is a step-by-step video creating a character using the new character origins rules, which is Unearthed Arcana. Now, for those of you who don't know, that's playtest content, which means it's not official content, but you can use it at my table because I much prefer it over the old system of building characters. So do check with your DM, and if I'm your DM, you don't have to check. Do check with your DM before making characters using this method. So carry on, watch this video. I've had to split it into 7 parts. Originally, I just recorded it as one big thing, but actually it's really long. So I split it into 7 parts, which means if you don't need all of the parts, you can skip ahead to the ones you need. So I'm just going to go through all of the parts one by one. Step 1 is choosing a class, and I'm just going to go through all of the boxes that you need to fill in to do that. Step 2, your ability scores. Step 3, choosing a race or a heritage. Step 4, which is the biggest section, and in my opinion the most important, choosing a background. Sorry, I am reading off a script, so that's why I keep looking down. It's not best, I know. Step 5, very brief, languages. Step 6, a little personality, and step 7, just the finishing touches. Okay, so feel free to skip ahead to whatever one you need, and step 1 will follow. So the latest Unearthed Arcana, which is the playtest content, completely overhauled character creation. And for those players of 5th edition who found that character creation was quite difficult already, that can seem quite daunting. It's like, well, I've learned all this, now I have to relearn it. But actually, this brings it more in line to how I always prefer to do character creation. So in this guide, I'm going to talk you through building a character step by step using the new rules. I would recommend you, if you're doing this on paper, I would recommend you do it in pencil. I'm going to be using an editable PDF. I will put the link to that in the description for you. And I'll also put the link to the Unearthed Arcana as well, because you might not know where to get it. Okay, so the first thing you want to do, not even in the character origins, is just pick your class. Okay, this is the one that's going to have the most bearing on how your character behaves, so it makes sense this is the first thing you're going to pick. I'm going to pick a spellcasting class because I want to be able to show you everything. Obviously, martial classes are a little bit easier, you've got less to fill out. So I'm going to pick a spellcasting class. I'm going to pick a cleric, just because that's the first one I opened to. So I'm going to pick a cleric. So I'm just going to use this section and fill things out. So I'm going to say that I'm building a level 1 character. Obviously, higher level characters are possible, but if you're a beginner, it's always best to start with a level 1 character anyway, and just level up from there. So I'm going to start with a cleric level 1, and I'm going to add all of the features of the cleric. So I'm going to start with my hit dice. So cleric gets a 1d8 hit die. I don't do hit points yet because that depends on my constitution. So I'm going to leave that. I can put in my armor, weapon, and tool proficiencies. So it says here, light armor, medium armor, and shields for my armor, simple weapons, and no tools. Okay. Saving throws, I can click the circles for wisdom and charisma. I'm not going to do the numbers yet because obviously that depends on my ability scores. So my skill proficiencies go next. So I can choose from history, insight, medicine, persuasion, and religion. I'm going to pick medicine and religion because that makes sense for me. Okay, so features gained. I'm just going to put these briefly. At level 1, the features that the cleric gets is the spell casting, which you don't normally bother putting on, and the divine domain. So I'm just going to pick the knowledge domain. Okay, so at level 1, you get something called blessings of knowledge. So I'm just going to put that in there. So in this box, put anything you need to be able to use this. All right, so if you want the whole thing in there, type out the whole thing or write out the whole thing. I'm just going to put blessings of knowledge because I'm just doing a video here. So equipment or gold. So the equipment I get, I'm just going to do equipment because that's easiest. So I get a mace or a warhammer. So I'll put a mace. Scale mail, leather armor, or chain mail. So I'm going to put scale mail. A light crossbow and 20 bolts, or a simple weapon. I'm just going to pick the light crossbow and the 20 bolts. And I either get a priest pack or an explorer's pack. I'm going to go for the explorer's pack. It doesn't really matter, obviously. If you were making the character for you, you'd actually choose this for a reason. Also get a shield and a holy symbol. Okay, that's my equipment. You can choose gold instead. There are tables for choosing gold, so you'd have to flick to a different page in the PHP, which is why I didn't pick it. Any spells? All right, so at first level, I get 3 cantrips. So I'm going to pick guidance, light, and I'm going to pick thaumaturgy. I also get, so obviously I know all of the cleric spells, so I could type in all of the cleric spells here, but I won't know how many I can prepare until I've done my wisdom modifier, so I can't actually put that in yet. So I might just type out a few that I would know are quite good. I might want to choose from. So cure wounds, healing word, command, and identify. It's actually quite helpful sometimes to, if you've got a class where you get your subclass at level 1, just go ahead and put it on there so that you know straight away when you look at it what kind of cleric that is. So if you get your subclass at level 1, put it on there. Or obviously when you get to the level that you get your subclass at, put your subclass on there. So Blessings of Knowledge actually gives me 2 languages, so I can just pick any 2 languages and put them in here. So I'm just going to pick Gnomish and Halfling. And I'm also proficient in 2 more of these cleric skills, so Arcana, Nature, History, or Religion. So it says that my proficiency bonus is doubled. So on here, I can't actually do expertise, which is what this really is a double proficiency bonus. So I'm just going to make a little note there that I want a double bonus in Arcana and History. So I'm just going to put ×2 in there. Just so that when I get to it, I know that I need to add my proficiency bonus on twice. I can put my proficiency bonus on because I know what level I am. Proficiency bonuses depend on your level, not your class. So I can put that on. That's +2 at level 1. I can also put in how many spell slots I get. So I get 2 first level spell slots. I can put my spellcasting class on there because I'm a cleric. My spellcasting ability will be Wisdom, and once I've got a Wisdom stat, I can fill these other 2 in. So that is my class done. I don't need to add anything else from that.